everybody, 7up07 here, and today I'm going to be showing you a new recent gaming purchases video. This is episode number 6, and I have quite a bit of stuff to show you, including 3 new handheld systems, and a few other cool things, along with a bunch of games. So I really need to just move on, and I won't take a lot of time for each thing. So I guess we'll just start out here. I have a few NES games. First off, I got a boxed copy of Star Tropics. Now, as some of you may know, in my past videos I've mentioned that this is one of my favorite NES games. And so when I saw this for $5 at a flea market up in Raleigh, I couldn't pass up getting it. It has like the game and the instructions. Unfortunately, it doesn't have the letter. If you know anything about this game, there's like a letter that came with it. But that's fine. It's kind of hard to find it with the letter. It's a very interesting piece, though, that letter is. But, yeah, I couldn't pass up getting this. Let's see. And then there's some loose ones. I got Golf. This I got for, like, 50 cents. Today, in fact. And, I mean, it's a pretty good game. I don't usually go for the sports games, but this one's kind of essential to an NES collection, so I figured I'd go ahead and keep it. My speakers keep going off for some reason. Then, I don't think I showed this in another video. I sort of watched through a couple of them to make sure. I got Mega Man 2. If I did show it, I'm sorry, but I just figured I'd go ahead and show it anyway, just in case. Then I got Willow. This is actually a pretty decent RPG. It's based on a movie that I used to love as a kid. I watched it a bunch. It was kind of a gay movie now that I think of it. It's like a rip-off of Lord of the Rings, kind of. I don't know, but I loved it as a kid, so I can't bash it at all. Then, let's see, well, I got a Genesis game, but this one is Aladdin, and I love this game. This is a really great Genesis game. I've beaten it a couple times. This one I've had for a long time, but I forgot to show it in my Genesis collection last time, so I figured I'd go ahead and show this one to y'all. Then I got Outrun 2019. I just picked this up today as well. And it came with the instructions and everything, and it actually has like the cool Sonic 2 poster and everything that's supposed to come with Sonic 2. Why it's with this, I don't really know, but I already have that poster, so I'm going to give it to somebody, maybe one of my friends or something. Let's move on to, I guess we'll do PS2 games. Arc the Lad, Twilight of the Spirits. This is the first one in the Arc the Lad on PS2, I think. I'm not very familiar with Arc the Lad at all. I just got these pretty recently and I haven't had a chance to play them, really. And then I also got Arc the Lad End of Darkness. I'm assuming this is the sequel. I don't know. Conflict Global Terror. I used to play Conflict Desert Storm, and I think I've played some Conflict Vietnam and stuff. They're not my favorite games in the world, but I had a lot of fun with Desert Storm when I was a little bit younger. And I got this in a trade. I traded some games and stuff that I have, like, duplicates of, and this was one of them, and in fact I just did that trade today. I got a lot of stuff today, actually. Dark Cloud 2. This is, of course, the sequel to the one that I just got recently, which is, it's a pretty popular game, I guess, but the sequel is not quite as common as the first one. So this one is kind of hard to find. Usually you have to order it if you want it. But I found it at a flea market, so it was like $8, I think. So I went ahead and got it, and I look forward to playing through the first one and getting to that one too. Then Dirge of Cerberus, Final Fantasy VII. This one, my friend had let me borrow pretty much indefinitely, but I found it for $5 at a pawn shop, so I figured I'd go ahead and buy it, and then give him his copy back, so he was pretty grateful about that, I guess, because he does enjoy it. Then, finally, I got very excited about this. I had a copy, as most of you probably know, since I'm doing a Let's Play on it. I had a copy of this that my friend had given me, but it had no cover, and the disc was kind of scratched, and sometimes it would freeze. It froze like once or twice. And then sometimes it would, like, just skip, or it would take a really long time to load. So yeah, I saw this at a pawn shop for $5, and it's hard to find this game anywhere, other than, like, you can't find this at GameStop usually. I've never seen it at a GameStop, and usually when you find it at, like, a flea market or something, it's priced, like, 25 or $30, so I was pretty happy to find this. It does not have the instruction manual for Dragon Quest, it just has the Final Fantasy XII demo instruction, but it has that demo, and then the game, so As y'all can imagine, this is pretty much my favorite game of all time, so I was very happy to get the original case for it, because I love the artwork and stuff on this game. Fanta Vision, this was a launch title for the PS2. It's kind of just like a, I guess it's a rhythm game. It's sort of like if you've ever played Boom Boom Rocket on Xbox 360 Arcade, this is kind of the same thing. This was actually my 100th PS2 game when I bought it. So, yeah, it was only like $1 or something, I don't know. God of War 2, the 2-disc set is what it says on the box, but I did not get the bonus DVD, I just got the game. This was also $5 at the same place that I got Dirge of Cerberus and Dragon Quest. So I don't have the first one yet, so I can't even play this one until I get the first one. That's one that I've been meaning to get for a while, is the 2 God of Wars. Then I got Jak 2. My friend's been telling me to pick this one up for a long time. I don't know, I haven't played much of it. I used to play it when it first came out. One of my friends had it and we played it. And, I don't know, I kind of still like the feel of the first one better. You know, they took the turn with, like, the weapons and stuff and all that. But I like the more, you know, just stylish platformer of the first one better. Naruto Ultimate Ninja, it was in that trade. I haven't played it. The trades took place like 3 separate times, by the way, so... Project Eden, this was like 50 cents at a yard sale or something, and I mean, I've heard that it's not the greatest game in the world, but for 50 cents I just figured I'd go ahead and get it. Rebel Raiders, Operation Nighthawk, I assume this is some sort of plane fighting game, I don't know. I like Ace Combat, so maybe I'll like this, but I got this in that trade too. Red Faction, this is one that I used to play a lot with my friend. And, you know, the new one just came out and I haven't played that really. I'm not dying to play it, but I'd like to. So yeah, I'd been meaning to pick this one up and it was like $2 at the same place I got Project Eden. So, yeah, I thought that was pretty sweet. Unlimited Saga. This is a Square Enix game. If you've heard of Final Fantasy Legend, this is the last that they've released, and that it's the same, the Saga series is the same. It was later renamed when, Romancing Saga, I believe, is when it changed its name. It had, like, Legend 1, 2, and 3, and then it changed to Saga after that. And, yeah, Romancing Saga was Japanese only until it was re-released on PS2, of course in fully rendered 3D graphics. And I want to pick that one up, too. But yeah, this one looks pretty cool. I don't know. I haven't played it, though. That's all the PS2 games. Then, I usually don't buy PC games, but I wanted to go ahead and get Fable Lost Chapters. It's, like, complete, and it was, like, $5 at Goodwill, I think. So, I was going to get it on the Xbox, but I figured that I might as well just go ahead and get it for PC, because it's pretty nice. So, for $5. Then, let's see here. PS1 games. I got Castlevania Symphony of the Night. This one is worth a pretty good amount. I actually got 2 copies of this for $8. And they're both greatest hits, unfortunately, which I don't care for. But it was too good of a deal. If I ever find a black label or something, I'll sell this copy. But yeah, it's in pretty good condition and everything, so I was happy to get that. I also got Chocobo Racing. This one is a pretty fun, it's more like a more detailed version of the Chocobo Racing that's in Final Fantasy VII, basically. I haven't played much of the other Final Fantasy games on PS1, so I don't know if those kind of mini games are on there, but I played 100% Final Fantasy VII, basically, so I did all the gold Chocobo breeding and everything. Pain in the ass that is, but... Spec Ops Covert Assault was like $1, I don't know. Dreamcast games, I actually got a couple of those. I don't usually buy Dreamcast games, but I found a couple good ones. Because usually they're harder to find, and they're all sports games, like NFL 2K or whatever, I don't even care about. So, or they're expensive, like ridiculously expensive. But this was a couple bucks. Space Channel 5, this is one of the more popular Sega games, I guess, right now. So, decided to go ahead and get that. And then the first Soul Calibur, you know, Soul Calibur's pretty fun. I've never been huge into it, but, you know,